Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dan. I'm recording this from my car ride on the way home from my office back to my home. After coming off, without a doubt, has been the most crazy, most watched, most supported, probably most I've ever streamed in ever. Really, like in terms of back to back to back, in terms of how many hours we did, and really coming off kind of the culmination of the Tarkov week, which has just been insane due to the Battlestate Games promotion, all the new people interested in the game, and essentially Tarkov more or less having its moment in the sun this week. And, I walk away from this feeling a couple different ways, and a couple may surprise you, but number one is super grateful, right? There was, in terms of people watching the show, in terms of the community welcoming new people, just everything. It's kind of like, I don't want to say prepare for a moment and then it kind of happens, because also I very look at this week with a grain of salt, right? It's kind of like, you've been working on something and the stars kind of align. And I feel like I look at the moment and be like, okay, hey, did you do everything you could to squeeze the orange? And I feel like I really did that, and also learned a lot about a lot of different things along the way. Number one, in terms of, I think one of the things outside of our community is the Tarkov community has been, like, everyone's just super supportive of each other. There was really no issues at all. It was just a really supportive group from both viewers and other streamers, which is amazing. Had the opportunity to connect with a lot of new people that I may not have as a result of, Tarkov's popularity kind of sparking and us having a pretty good idea of, what the game is about and being familiar with it and that sort of thing. And then the other thing is I walk away for a different kind of, I don't say appreciation or understanding of people or streamers that really stream for a heavy, heavy amount of hours. And because it's really different. And, the way that the show was designed initially, 2.5, 3 years ago, whenever it was to make it like a show with the beginning, middle, and end, with an understanding of an audience understanding of what to expect. And we kind of threw all those rules out the window this week because it was just a really unique and weird, I don't say weird, unique, because it wasn't weird. I think it was really well done, but a really unique opportunity to really capitalize on the exposure and all the extra eyes on Tarkov this week. So I'm grateful that the community kind of understood. I feel like, because we didn't play any Bloodborne, or we altered essentially the entire layout of the show this week. But I walk away from the whole thing kind of having a different perspective on streaming. And a lot of it is maybe, post insightfulness. But the people that are able to sit down and stream for extended periods of time, because we're just coming off of a 10-hour stream. We interviewed 8 people during the stream, and it was crazy. And really just look at people that stream in that capacity in a very different way, because it sounds like, not forehead, but I don't know the best way to describe it, but it's way different than how I normally approach things. If I stream, a normal show is about 3 hours, sometimes maybe 4 hours, but it's just a completely different approach. I don't know how the show format would fit into that kind of extended hours, because it's just a totally different experience from staying dialed in, from an energy standpoint, from being able to do it day in and day out. And I think I don't question that, but to be able to do it really, really well in terms of, from my point of view, meaning like what do I expect from the show in terms of energy and entertainment and things like that, I think it's really hard to pull off. The longer that a stream goes on, I think it's just natural that, it's tougher to keep it up. So I don't know. I think maybe a different appreciation and also understanding, because there's been times I'm like, oh, I wonder what happens if I really stream really, really long. Would I like it? How would it play out? Would it do well? And I think it would do well in terms of, people enjoying it and things of that. But it's really kind of making me it's like anything else. You try something and like, all right, did it go well? Yeah. And then did it go well for the community? I think so. Did it go well in terms of, hey, do you think you can do this all the time? And I don't know. I don't have an answer on that, but it's given me a lot to kind of think about and rehash in. But I think that was the surprising part for me, because ending the stream, without a doubt, has been, just to give you context, a normal show we'll probably have between 400 and 500 concurrent viewers. And for the majority of the week, we are holding right around 1,000, which is double, which I know, some of the numbers are, maybe inflated because of Tarkov, but for whatever, for whatever it is, we were able to carry that. And then today, Deadly Slob sent over really the biggest raid the channel's ever seen. And we really kind of held, I'd say, close in the high 3,000s, courtesy of his raid. And, so you're kind of coming off essentially what you may say is like the pinnacle, not pinnacle, but definitely the most eyeballs that have ever been on the channel. And the way that I look at it is completely different. It's not like that. It's like, okay, hey, I'm analyzing this. How did it go? And then how do you feel about it? And then what do you think about things moving forward? And I think the big thing is it isn't as obvious as an answer as I thought. And it's given me a lot to think about. But I just wanted to peel back the curtain for you on what these moments are like and what, I'm thinking about what I want to do moving forward. Because I do want to alter the show a little bit, but I don't think very much drastically. And a lot of it, I guess, has to do with, goals and what I really want to do with everything. But nothing's going to change. Every year I'm sure the show will change, but it's given me a lot of surprising insight that I'm excited to take action on. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning into the podcast. It's been crazy. I just want to thank you guys. It's meant a lot. This week has been crazy, and it's definitely one that will be very memorable, I think, and when I look back at everything we do here. But thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a great week, and I look forward to dialing things back into normal this upcoming week.